Right.
Well, hey there, Stephanie.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Doing well.
I think it's been a little bit since we've sat down and recorded together, hasn't it?
It's been a while. I think the last time there may have been Southern slang and margaritas involved. It was super funny. You have to go check it out.
we were feeling goofy that day for sure. Well, today I have something a little less goofy to talk to you about, but it's still relevant and it's still local.
Mhm.
So we'll do it.
Let's talk market.
Yeah, let's talk market. So right now, seeing a couple funky things, right? One of the things I'm seeing is houses are sitting on market for a little bit longer, and then all of a sudden,
Bursts.
they'll have these bursts of interest. It's very weird, but I'm not the only one seeing it.
It happened to my client. I mean, on the buyer side, their home's on the market. It's been on the market. They get frustrated. Nothing's happening. And then, oops, a weekend hits and they got 2 offers.
Crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Uh-huh.
So, but what I'm seeing also with the offers are home sale contingencies,
Yeah.
which are okay. Home sale contingencies are not the end of the world. In fact, it means that you're doing what homeownership is meant to do, right? You get to sell that home and buy another home. But the tricky part about home sale contingencies, specifically like the sellers I've had, have been a little bit concerned about the potential for a domino effect. Meaning, well, first of all, let me backtrack and say a home sale contingency is when a buyer has to sell their current home in order to fund the purchase of the new home that they want to buy. What can happen is, like if I'm a seller, the buyer has a home to sell. That's the home sale contingency. But then when they find a buyer for that home, they may have a home sale contingency. And that's where it can become this domino effect, right?
Right.
That's what I've been hearing. People are a little bit cautious about accepting offers with home sale contingencies. So I know that you have this great product that can potentially ease that for a lot of people.
The clients I just mentioned, that was going to be our plan B. If they find the house that they love before their sales, we were going to use the bridge loan.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a newer take on a bridge loan. Traditionally, bridge loans were another amount of money borrowed from a different bank, perhaps.
So 2 mortgages.
Two mortgages. Yeah, we can sum it up like that. So this particular bridge loan product, I think it's really great because it's not tying up more of your money. It's just using the equity in the home that you own that you need to sell. It's using that equity to go ahead and be used as assets to purchase the home.
Okay.
So you can kind of tie up some of that equity and it will cover pretty good amount of the down payment. It will cover the payments for 6 months without going against that buyer's debt to income ratio. So they're not having to get penalized basically for having 2 mortgages. It'll even cover repairs. Like if that seller has a few things that they need to do to the house to get top dollar.
Oh, really?
You can use $35,000
Okay.
of that equity. Now you do have to have 50% of equity in the home that you're trying to sell.
Okay. And credit score?
Credit score is 620.
Okay.
So fairly, that's generous.
Reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a fantastic product with a lot of benefits. That risk being, which there's always some risk, you say, in real estate, it's got to close in that 6 months' time because the loan will become due 6 months after it's taken out.
Okay. Yeah. So you've got to have that house paid off in the 6 months.
Correct.
Okay. So again, there's always risk in real estate. There's some risk involved there, which as a realtor then I would want to really pay attention to the days on market for their comps and make sure that we're well within the time frame to be able to get that house sold.
Sure.
And then also making sure that the client is really well prepared to sell their house. So that means staging it appropriately, marketing it appropriately, and being available for showings. So you don't want to have this risk where your house is going to be due in 6 months if you're only available 3 hours a week to show your house, right? So Couple things to pay attention to make sure it's a good fit, but definitely sounds like a product that can.
It is a solution that can work for a lot of people.
Yeah.
With the, lots of baby boomers have tons of equity stored up. It's really a good solution to go ahead and get them in the house that they want to be in while waiting for theirs to sell.
Buying some time and some peace of mind, right?
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That sounds like a great option for a lot of people. Let us know if you knew about this, if this is something that you could consider. Leave us a comment if you don't mind, and just kind of let us know what you think about this. Do you think it's too risky? Do you think this could be a great solution? What questions do you have?
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Yeah.
And as always, we would love for you to what?
Like, share, subscribe, show us some love.
That's right. Thank you for being here, and welcome home.